we are getting ready to head in, and it is a little warm today, but I'm excited. We had a really good encounter this morning on the east side of the farm. Today we're actually going to go on the west side of the farm. It's a farm, or a stand that we hung earlier in this week, the very first day we were here. We went on a little walkabout and found just a killer spot in the corner of the property. So that's where we're heading right now. We got a great wind. We got great access. I'm excited. There's multiple deer on this farm that I would love to see in front of us. We've had several deer on camera, including the deer that we've seen this morning. So we're gonna slip in there, see what happens. So we got a perfect wind, but just in case wind swirls, maybe it goes back into the bedding area. Maybe they'll catch a whiff of this and get curious and come in and not be too spooked. But I'm going with the regular doe pee instead of like estrus or dominant buck or something. I just want, if a buck does smell, I want it to smell a doe, know there's a doe over here, and maybe it'll want to come check it out. But there we go. Wow, we are just now settling in. It is October the 27th, and it's hot. You may wonder why it's hot and I have a beanie on. Well, that's because I have to wear orange, because today is youth season, rifle season here in Missouri, and we are in northwest Missouri here at Bristle Ridge Whitetails. This is our third day, and this is the first day. This morning we seen a shooter, and it was a nice shooter. It was coming in and just never really gave us a shot. So we're on a different stand, the wind switch. We're in a different stand, different part of the farm. But I'm excited because we are on a huge travel corridor, which is, there's a fence line, our south fence line, and there is a 2-blade width does lane going down the fence, and it's created a highway for these deer to travel up and down. So got a huge bedding to our south and to our west, playing a southwest wind, hoping that they come either north and south down this fence, or east and west right in front of us. Either way, we're right here in the corner. We can shoot everything. So I'm excited. October 27th here in northwest Missouri. It's an extremely good sign. He was walking in the direction that we want the bucks to be walking. He was just on the other side of the fence, but that's okay. Like I said, he was a younger buck, but really, really encouraging to see. There's a deer right there. Oh, that's a nice buck. Real nice buck. He's going the other way. He's coming. He's coming. I can't shoot him on that side of the fence. He's got to cross the fence. he comes.
All right.
That's good. Oh, he's dead. He was right here. He was in the timber. Just feeding, milling around. I grunted to him and got him to come straight in, but he got to this fence. 20 yards. I'm standing broadside at 20 yards. Wide open. And I elected to pass because it's the neighbor's property. I had to get him across the fence. Luckily, that buck came in and gave me a 27-yard shot. But I shot high. I'm not happy with that shot. Man, I shot high. Man, I hate taking a bad shot. I truly don't know what happened. I don't know if I hit a lamb. I don't know if it's an awkward angle and it blew it, or if I just completely blew it, but it's not a good shot. So we're gonna slip out of here, go meet up with Josh and Sean, and then come back over here in just a little bit. Well, here is my arrow, and there is absolute blood all over it, as well as some fat, and there is blood sprayed everywhere. It has been almost 4 hours since I pulled the trigger, and we went and reviewed the footage, and as we thought, it was high and back, and unfortunately I hit a limb in between the deer and I. But the silver lining in all this is within a second of the deer running off, the deer was spraying blood, and it's evident right here. There's absolute blood everywhere. We're not 15 yards from where I shot him, maybe 20 yards. So we're gonna just get on it from here and hopefully have a big Northwest Missouri buck at the end of this. He's right there. He didn't go at all. He didn't go anywhere. We got so lucky during this right here, guys. I can't stress this enough. I was unfortunate to hit that branch. It's my fault that I hit the branch, but it angled up and hit him in a spot where the Bloodsport broadhead could do its work, and he didn't run maybe 100 yards. We're not very far at all from where I shot him, and it has been just dumping blood the entire time. I feel like I don't deserve this. Here we are at the end of a blood trail, about 100 yards from where I shot him. And to say that I'm grateful would be an understatement. One, I'm sitting behind an absolute stud of a Northwest Missouri whitetail here at Bristle Ridge Whitetails in Northwest Missouri with Sean Wiederholt and Josh McMillan. And this deer was actually feeding probably about 100 yards away from us and was paralleling us. And I grabbed the flex tone grunt tube, gave it a grunt. He started making a rub and immediately started coming in. He was looking for a fight. He was looking for love. He was looking for something to do. It's that time of year. It's October 27th. And he came in and stood at the fence. We were on the neighboring property line, and he stood at the fence at 20 yards, stood broadside. I could have shot him 100 times. And obviously I didn't, because he was just on the other side of the fence. So I didn't know if it was going to happen, but he finally crossed the fence and gave me a shot. And unfortunately, when I drew back, it's 100% my fault. But when I pulled the trigger, my arrow hit a limb and it diverted high and back. And we knew that from the get-go, so we went back to the house, gave the buck some time, looked at the footage. We knew from the footage that the shot was high and back, but we also knew from the footage that within a second, he was squirting blood. And when we came out to track, we got a whole crew with us. Came out to track,
the blood trail did not disappoint. There was blood from the moment we found the arrow until we walked up on the buck, and it was a lot of blood. An absolute stud, big mature buck, big neck, great buck, split brow, short fours, good twos. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of this whitetail right here. I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunities that Sean and Josh have given me over the last, it'd be 5 seasons now. My sister-in-law just had her little baby girl. So Quinny, this is your buck. We will forever be connected. October 27th, this deer and you. I'm tickled pink for you and your parents, and tickled pink for me to have this opportunity. So it's starting to rain, so we're gonna get this buck taken care of and get out of here. That's my first Missouri like digital checked deer. That's awesome. Only the best here, the Show Me State.